In the last 10 years, my career has had some big ups and some downs as well.
So my first job in banking was not auspicious. It was 1978 and I got a summer job at Drexel Burnham Lambert. And it was in the back office, not in the front office. And I was sitting with a bunch of clerks. My supervisor called me my sweet little banana cream pie on many occasions. And the guy sitting next to me at one point tried to sell me a ring that he said he had found in the street. So that was my first exposure to banking, and it's kind of shocking that I actually stuck with it. But here I am.
We're kidding ourselves about we're rational and it's a meritocracy. It just isn't, right? And I think that we should have to acknowledge that in order to make it, to make more meaningful progress in terms of diversity at the top of the house in finance.
Over the last decade, I would say, and it's just a personal view, that the awareness of the ability of women has gone up. But the reality is that the numbers of women in very senior positions has not moved as much as it should have done in relation to the talent.
In terms of these awards, I'd say the benefits are intangible, but they are real.
When I was named #1 last year, I have to say that it was a big deal. It was a lifetime achievement from my perspective to be recognized in that way in an industry that I've spent 30 years in. So it was great. And I would say that it meant a lot to the company because the company has supported me as a female, has supported me as an executive, and so it meant a lot to BNY Mellon as well.
I do feel like I have a responsibility to the young ladies who come in the generation after us to be a role model for those women. I got a number of thank yous from young women who said to me, you know, you took a hit, you had some bruises, but we appreciate you going back in.
I think the overall value of these rankings is that they're aspirational and inspirational. And I think that when I look back on what I looked up to when I was just a 20-some-year-old banker, it was those women who were in the middle management, and I had to imagine that I could be there. And equally, if we have the CEO positions coming more vociferously, then we can imagine that we can be there as well.